Hey, it's Tyler from Reviews of Cool Stuff, and today we're looking at this MorePro fitness tracker. This is the instruction booklet that comes with it, and this is the tracker itself. Now, I've already watched a bunch of reviews for this online. That's part of the reason I got this. And so I'm not going to go through every single feature of the fitness tracker. Instead, what I'm going to tell you is what I liked about it and what I didn't like so much. Because I've now reviewed dozens of fitness trackers, especially in the sub $100 category. And so I have a pretty good frame for comparison. And so I just want to talk about some of the things that I do like and don't like about this one. The first thing is, and there's good and bad that comes with this, if we look at the tracker itself, the band doesn't come off. So you have to actually dock it onto the USB charging cable, which is kind of a pain, but it wears way more comfortably and it looks a lot better with just this nice band. You can get blue, black, I think they have a few other colors. But it looks really slick and it's really comfortable. And actually, that's one thing with fitness trackers. I found there are a lot of fitness trackers that the bands are too small for my wrist, and this one is perfect size, and it fits really comfortably. So I do like the band, I like how it feels. I love the display. You'll see the default display. It has the time, the date, the day of the week, and then what percentage of your daily step goal that you've accomplished. So you see I'm at 100% now with 15,000 steps. So it'll keep track of you. You set your goal on the app and it'll keep track of you for you throughout the day. Now the reason this is a huge one for me to have this as the default screen, because it has the steps, it has the date, it has the time, which is great because one of the things I hate about most fitness trackers, and this one is no exception, is if I want to see how many steps I've gone that day, if I want to use the stopwatch or the sleep mode or anything, I have to scroll through all the options. So it goes through steps, miles, calories burned, your blood oxygen level, which is something cool I'll talk about in a second, your heart rate, running mode, which is separate from a stopwatch, your hours slept, this is to coordinate your notifications for your phone, and then it goes, I'll have to scroll through again now. After notifications, it has the stopwatch and then the off switch. So there are tons of things you have to scroll through to get what you want to. I wish you could disable some of those and turn those off, because most of the time I just need the heart rate monitor and the stopwatch or the step count. But the step count's on the main page, so I don't even need that. I just need those two other options, and I wish I didn't have to scroll through all those. So it's kind of a pain, but almost all fitness trackers make you do that. This one just happens to have a few more options than you normally have. One of those options I just mentioned was your blood oxygen level, and let me put this on so it can show you. It's just going to give you a percent. Now, if you're into fitness and you're trying to increase your VO2 max, the capacity of oxygen in your lungs and the oxygen that's in your bloodstream, you do that through fitness, but it will tell you where you're at. So right now I'm at 98%, and 95% on up is kind of your normal healthy range, but below 95%, that's where you're pushing things, and so that can be helpful. I've never really used this. I like more to use the heart rate monitor. Now you'll see I just clicked on the heart rate monitor. To get it to activate, you actually have to, I don't know if it will do it on its own, we'll give it a second here. It takes about 10 to 15 seconds on heart rate mode until it starts showing you your heart rate, and that's about how long it takes. Oh, there we go, so I'm at 72 right now. That's how long it takes until it turns off about. So it'll just be on for a few seconds before it goes off because I haven't touched it. And so the heart rate monitor, actually it's staying on longer now, so maybe it's just different when I'm running, is accurate. This is one of the things I really like about this fitness tracker, is I've compared it to other heart rate monitors for low-end fitness trackers, and this is much, much more accurate than other ones. And the way I found that point of reference is I just know what my heart rate using a chest strap and other things, where I'd be at on runs. And so I've been using this for about a month now, and I test it at like during intervals and things to see if it's really where I would normally be. And this one's actually quite accurate, which is nice. With the mileage counter, that's another thing I've measured. So I went 15,000 steps today. It says it's 9.2 miles. This one's off. You put in your height on the app, but that doesn't account for your stride, and so you have to tinker with that. So I'm 6 feet tall, and today on my 5-mile run, so my GPS said I went 5 miles, this said I went 5.5. So I'm off by a 0.5. Now the way that you can fix that is I just say now that I'm 6'1", and that will give me a longer stride, and that you just have to tinker with that to get the higher accuracy with the watch. So the step count is accurate as far as once you get it calibrated to the right stride for you, then it's going to be working great. The calories burned is fairly accurate. I mean, it's just plugging that into an algorithm. And then here's the one last thing I want to show you. On the run mode, oh, and I clicked off it. This is something that takes some getting used to. When you're on the run mode, you have to hold it down for a few seconds, and that will start it. And so now the stopwatch is going. It says I'm going 4 seconds. And while you're in run mode, it keeps track of your heart rate, it keeps track of your time, and anytime now I click on this while it's on run mode, it's going to default back to this setting instead of the main setting. So again, I click it on, it goes back to the stopwatch. It does your calories burned, your total steps, and that's really cool for a run. So if you're a runner and you're looking for a fitness tracker that's just going to keep track of your heart rate and your steps while you run, this is actually a good selection for this. So those are most of the things that I like about it. It's pretty accurate when it comes to heart rate and step count. It'll of course do all the other normal things. It'll show you your notifications. It will have an alarm, a silent alarm. It's got the nice color screen. So there's a lot of things to really like about this fitness tracker. The main thing that I don't like is the battery life. Especially if you're using the heart rate monitor, you're only going to get about 2 to 3 days on a charge. Now, if you just are in the habit of charging your fitness tracker every day when you go to bed or whatever, that's great. For me, I forget about it, and so I really want a fitness tracker that's going to last me a week to 10 days minimum, and this is only giving me 2 to 3 days, so that's really frustrating for me. But aside from that, I like almost everything about this. It's more comfortable than most low-end fitness trackers. It works better, it looks better, and so I just really like it. That battery life is killing me. I just don't know if I can handle having to charge it every 2 or 3 days. So that's my review on the MorePro fitness tracker. It does come with an instruction booklet and will walk you through things. The app gives you kind of the basic stuff. You can see that on different videos. It's pretty standard with the other fitness trackers where it will monitor your progress and you can set goals and reach accomplishments and things like that. But really nothing too fancy about the app. It's pretty typical. But if you want to get one of these, go ahead and look at the description below. I'll put a link in there for you and it will redirect you to the page. All right, thanks, bye.